I think we can go ahead and get started. So, first, the words for today. Fi'atun means group of people, party, okay, some group. Aduvun, enemy. Mutahharun means pure, clean. Lami'un is shining or bright. Mujtahidun is hardworking. Qa'idun or jalisun both means sitting. Aynun, whose plural is a'yunun, it means eye. Okay, this word is also used to mean a spring of water, you know. But for that, the plural comes uyunun. You might have read it in the Quran. So uyun, so ayn, uyun, it means spring, a spring of water. But aynun and ayunun means eye. Alimun. Alimun means painful. Usually it's used for torment or punishment. Alimun means knower, one who knows. Hadirun, present, someone who's present, who's attending something. Munirun, bright. Muallimun or mudarrisun both means a teacher. Qa'imun means standing, like I am right now. Qa'imun, ana qa'imun, I'm standing. Ghafilun is heedless, someone who's not paying heed, is not mindful. Kalbun, whose broken plural is kilabun, it means dog. Muhitun is someone, you know, who's encompassing things. Okay, it's muhit. Waladun, awladun, its plural, broken plural is awladun. It means a boy. Okay, so these are the words for today, and some of these will inshallah use in our sentences. Okay, and then last time we completed the study of adjective compounds, and here is the summary. All that we need to know about adjective compounds is here. It's basically two things. That an adjective compound is composed of at least two words. First of them is a noun, and then comes the adjective of the noun. Okay, and there could be more adjectives, like you can have first adjective, second, third, but all are for the same noun. Okay, in the least case, it will have one adjective. Okay, so we're talking about that for now. So what happens is that you first bring the noun, whose characteristic, good or bad, you want to say, and then you bring that characteristic itself. Now the rule is that the characteristic, the adjective, it follows the noun in all four dimensions. Okay, so it exactly looks like the noun in all four dimensions. That is the rule. Okay, so first thing, noun comes first and then adjective. Second thing, that adjective is like noun in all four dimensions. But there is one exception. That if the noun is the plural of irrational nouns, like if it's a plural of irrational nouns, then the adjective is kept feminine singular. Okay. But in other two dimensions, it follows the noun. Let's first see what are irrational nouns. And I told you that three creatures are considered rational, which are human beings, jinns, and angels. So these are three rational creatures, and everything else except these is irrational. Okay? So if the noun is the plural of any irrational noun, then what we will do is we'll fix two dimensions. In terms of gender, it will make it feminine, and in terms of number, we'll make it singular, irrespective of the gender and number of noun. Okay. And for the other two cases, it will still follow the noun. So for example here, aqlamun is the plural of qalamun, pens, and this is, we know, irrational, and since it's plural, we wanted to say beautiful pen, some beautiful pens. We wanted to say this, okay, some beautiful pens. Now, pens is aqlamun, and beautiful is jamilun. But since this is the plural of an irrational noun, so we know that we have to bring the feminine form for adjective. So we change jamilun to jamilatun. And this is plural, but we'll still bring it singular because the rule tells us that. It will bring singular feminine. But in other two cases, which is, first is the case, and the second is kind. In these two dimensions, it will still follow the noun. Remember, we have four dimensions. What are those? The other two are gender and number. These are four dimensions, right? So we fix these two, that it should be feminine and it should be singular. But the other two, it will still follow the noun. So this is nominative case, this is nominative case. This is indefinite, this is indefinite. If it was al-aqlamu, then the adjective would be
al-jamilatu.
Al-jamilatu, yeah. So it will become al-aqlamul jamilatu. Okay? So this is the adjective compound, and we completed the study last time. Let me know when you are done writing, and then I'll start the next.
So we fix
topic.
the gender and number, but the case and kind.
Yeah, they still follow. Yes.
Still follow. Okay.
In this case. Okay. In other cases, when we're talking about maybe rational nouns, or when the noun is not plural, okay, we'll still follow the adjective will follow the noun in all four things. Okay. And then we did some practice, so I'm not gonna do it again. And move on, inshallah. And this is interesting because now we are going to study complete compounds, which are also called sentences. Also called sentences. And why are they complete? Because what we want to say is complete, is clear. Okay. For example, in this example, we are saying some beautiful pens, but it's not complete. What about some beautiful pens? If I say I have some beautiful pens, now it is complete. Okay? Sentence is complete. What I want to say, the message or my wish or my order, is complete. So we'll now move on to sentences. And then sentences have many kinds. They can be affirmative, sentences. Then they can be negative sentences. Okay. And then they can be interrogative, whatever, however you might want to pronounce it. So interrogative sentences, negative, and then I would say mix of both. Let's keep it till here for now. And then we'll start with the affirmative sentences, simple sentences. And we're going to study how a sentence, actually a general sentence is made. So a sentence has two parts. Okay. For example, if I say the mosque is spacious. The mosque is spacious. Now it has two parts. Every sentence in Arabic has two parts. First is the subject. Okay. And the other one is called the predicate. In Arabic, this is called mubtada. And this is called khabar. Okay. Mubtada and khabar. Mubtada is the one from which you begin, okay? So this is the beginning. And this is the news that you want to say about it. So the beginning of the sentence here is the mosque. And the news is that it is spacious. So that's a structure of a sentence in Arabic. That mubtada comes first, and then comes khabar, okay? And now, the rule is that generally what we do is we keep the mubtada as definite.
What's the time?
It's okay, come on. It's 1:45.
1:45.
Yep.
How come?
How come?
Why? You think?
It's okay.
2:15.
Okay, I think it's 2:15.
Oh, you thought it was 2:15?
I see.
Ah,
It's okay. We can
it's
start.
okay. We were wondering that Han couldn't do this.
Usually you call.
It's okay, yeah. Yeah, today's class was like that. First, mubtada, the rule is that we'll keep the mubtada as definite and khabar as indefinite in terms of kind. Okay. And in all other three cases, the predicate will follow the subject. Or in other words, khabar will follow mubtada. Example, the mosque is precious. So first will come the mosque, okay? And I will bring it as definite, so it will be
Al-Masjidu.
al-masjidu. And then we'll bring the khabar, which is spacious, wasiyun, okay? And it should be indefinite. I gave it last time. So it's cumulative, okay? The words that I tell, will be used in future lessons also. So al-masjidu wasiyun. So that makes the sentence. But it is very much similar to adjective compound That's why, we stopped the study of other incomplete compounds and moved on to sentences, because it's quite similar. If I say al masjidu al wasi'u, or if I say masjidun wasi'un, so what is this?
The spacious mosque.
The spacious mosque, but in terms of like structure, what it is?
It's just compound.
It's compound. Which compound?
Adjective.
Adjective compound, right? We read those. So this is adjective compound. Okay. This is the noun, and this is the adjective. And this, what is this?
A white mosque. Spacious
A
mosque.
spacious mosque. This is again adjective compound. It means the spacious mosque, this thing, and this means a spacious mosque. So see, these two are adjective compounds. These are not sentences, but this is very similar to this, So, but this becomes a sentence. Al masjidu wasi'un. And this is am are not in Arabic. Okay, you won't find is am are in Arabic. But the meaning is there in the structure. When I say al masjidu wasi'un, so is already there. That al masjidu wasi'un, that the mosque is spacious. Okay, but if I say al masjidul wasi'u, it means the spacious mosque. It's not a sentence, it's a compound here, adjective compound. Because here, the adjective is following the noun in all four things. Okay, this is definite, this is also definite. And here again, this is indefinite, and this is again indefinite. So it is again a compound. But this one is a sentence, because here the subject, mubtada, is definite, and the predicate is indefinite. Make sense? So for sister, I'll quickly go over. We started sentences. These are complete compounds. There are many types. We're talking about affirmative or normal sentences. An example is the mosque is precious. And we said that, Han, for you too, okay, that a sentence in Arabic has two parts. The first is the subject, and the other is predicate. Subject is called mubtada and predicate is called khabar. Mubtada is the thing from which we start or about which we're talking, and khabar is the news about it. For example, we're starting with the mosque, and the news is that it is spacious. So first comes mubtada and then comes khabar. That's how Arabic is. And the rule is that in terms of kind, the mubtada should be definite noun, okay, and khabar should be indefinite. This is what makes it a sentence. And then for other three cases, the khabar will be like mubtada. Okay, so that's the rule. And here is the example: the mosque is spacious. Al masjidu wasi'un. So we kept this definite and kept it indefinite, and it made a sentence. And the meaning of is, am, are is embedded in this structure. Al masjidu wasi'un, that the mosque is precious. So here see, this follows the mubtada in all other three cases, for example, this is nominative, this is nominative, this is singular, this is singular, this is masculine, this is masculine. Okay, and the fourth one, kind, is fixed. You know, this is definite, this is indefinite. This.
If al-aklamun, is it wasi'atun or wasi'un?
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it. And that's a good question. We'll come to it, inshallah. Here, now I'm telling you the difference between a sentence and an adjective compound. It's very subtle, you know. If I say al-masjidu al-wasi'u, then it becomes adjective compound, because now the adjective is like noun from all four dimensions. Okay, this is definite, this is also definite, so it makes it a compound. Or if I make this indefinite as well, it becomes masjidun wasi'un, then again it is a compound. It's not a sentence, adjective compound. And here it becomes a complete sentence. Any questions so far except this question? Let's have more examples. I say the man is truthful. So what would it be?
Ar-rajulu sadiqun.
Okay, good. So what is, first of all, we need to identify what is the subject and what is the predicate. So what is the subject here?
The man.
The man, okay. And the predicate is that he is truthful. So first we'll translate the man, okay. And we know that this is mubtada, we have to keep it definite. So we'll bring ar-rajulu. Ar-rajulu. Now, we're saying we have to bring the khabar, the predicate, and it has to be indefinite, okay? And truthful means sadiq, so we'll bring sadiqun, and it will complete the sentence. Ar-rajulu sadiqun. The man is truthful, okay? Now, I want to say two men are truthful. So what will I say? MashaAllah. Okay. Excellent. Ar-rajulani sadiqani. What if I had said ar-rajulani sadiqani? Sorry.
Two truthful.
Yes. In this case, it becomes adjective compound again, because this is exactly like this in all four dimensions. And this is the noun and this is the adjective. So it becomes adjective compound, and it will be the two truthful men. That's it. But here it is a sentence. Why? Because this is indefinite and this is definite. So that's the difference between the two. And that's why we're studying them here. And the predicate does not have to be an adjective. Okay, it could be anything. But since we studied adjective compounds, so the examples mostly are from that, when the predicate is also an adjective. Okay, now if I say men are truthful, so what will it be? Now this is a sentence, okay?
Rajuluna sadiqun.
Sadiquna. Okay, for rajulun, the broken plural is used, which is, if I have not told you before, rajulun, rijalun. Okay, so what will it be now?
Bijama. Sadiq.
Okay, rijalun. Rijalun sadiquna. So is this correct?
Al.
Al. Otherwise, it is correct, but it is not sentence. It is adjective compound. What will it mean?
Truthfulness. Yes.
Some truthful men. Okay. Not the truthful men, but some, because it's indefinite. But it's adjective compound. So to make it correct sentence, I would say ar-rija, and then I will remove the tanween. Ar-rijalu sadiquna. Okay. So the thing is that what we should note is that this thing is following the mubtada in all other three cases, three dimensions. If it is plural, it becomes plural. If it is masculine, it becomes masculine. If it is in the nominative case, it is in the nominative case. But in terms of kind, we have kind of fixed it, that this should be definite and this should be indefinite. Okay? And then we can do some more examples. Okay, if I say Zaidun alimun, what is this? Is it an adjective compound or is it a sentence?
Adjective compound.
Hmm?
Zaidun is a name, right?
Hmm?
It's a name, right? Zaidun.
It's a name, right? Actually, you know, the confusion is because of English terms. What I should say is that this thing should be ma'rifa, okay? Ma'rifa. That is what I should say, okay? That mubtada should be ma'rifa. But I don't know of a good way to define ma'rifa in English. If I call it proper noun, okay, and I said it proper noun in the beginning, that we have two kinds, common and proper. But proper noun actually means alam. In Arabic, it means alam, ism alam, okay. Because it's the name of a place, person, you know, or a city or a country. So that becomes proper noun. And what we say as the book, for example, it is called definite noun. Okay? And actually both become ma'rifa. So I don't know how to say ma'rifa in English. Okay? So here I said that we should keep it definite, but actually it should be ma'rifa. So it should either be definite or it should be a proper noun. Okay?
Is Marifa something that is known? Is it?
Well, if we go by just the meaning, it means known. But if we go by technical meaning in the sense of grammar, it means ma'rifa would be something specific.
Okay.
Okay, and it has many kinds. One is this proper noun. Actually, it has 7 kinds. Okay, but I'm not going into other details as we, inshallah, study. I'll keep telling you more about those. So for now, just remember, actually modify the definition that mubtada should be ma'rifa. So let's talk in Arabic terms, because English is not helping us too much. Okay, so this should be ma'rifa and this should be nakira. Okay, because again, ma'rifa has kinds, has its kinds, and nakira also has kinds. Okay, so then this is a ma'rifa. It surely is. It's a proper noun. And this is nakira because it has tanween. Okay, it's indefinite. So now it becomes a sentence, which means
Zayd is a noun.
Zayd is a scholar. It's an alim, okay? A scholar or a knower, okay? Or a knowledgeable person. So, but if I say Zaydun al-alimu, then what is this?
The knowledgeable thing.
Right. Now it becomes adjective compound. That's the difference that I want to show you. Here, look, this is ma'rifa, and this is nakira, okay? But here both are ma'rifa, because this is also, when we add alif lam, it becomes ma'rifa. It becomes definite, right? So here both are ma'rifa, and this is adjective, and it is following the noun in all four dimensions. So it becomes adjective compound. And here the translation would be the scholar Zayd. And it's incomplete, okay? We could say that the scholar Zayd is standing, and then it will become a sentence. But for now it is incomplete. Yes?
What's the difference between nakira and khabar?
No, okay. Marifa and nakira are the two kinds. We said that every noun will have four dimensions, and one dimension is kind, okay? And in terms of kind, a noun would be either marifa or nakira. So that's it. And the khabar is basically the structure of the sentence, okay? The first is called mubtada, and the second is khabar. And khabar is a noun, so it will have all four dimensions. One of them would be kind, and khabar would be nakira. Right? Make sense? All right. So let's do a few more examples. And now, actually, you have to differentiate between the two, okay? That will be your test. Alrighty. So, Allahu Alimun. Al-Adabu Shadidun. Fi'atun Qalilatun. An-nafsul al-mutma'innatu. Al-ainul lami'atu. more. Okay, so what is this? What's the translation? Okay. And you can like raise your hands. So who will tell? Allahu Alim. First, raise your hand.
Allah is knower.
Allah is
No.
knower. Okay. So he thinks it's a sentence. So he's saying that Allah is the knower. Allah is the knower. Do you all agree with that? Okay, yeah. So this is ma'rifa, Allah, proper noun. And this is nakira. And khabar follows the mubtada in all three other dimensions. And there you get. So Allahu alimun, Allah is the knower. Okay. Now this al-azabu shadidun, who will tell?
Punishment is severe.
The punishment is severe. So it is again
Sentence.
a sentence. Why? How? What is the mubtada?
Mubtada is adab.
Al-adabu, okay. And khabar is shadidun. And how does it become a sentence?
By combining the
Okay, because this is ma'rifa and this is nakira. And so it becomes a sentence. Al-adabu shadidun. The punishment is severe. Fi'atun qalilatun. Who will tell this? Maybe sister? A small group. Excellent. So this is not a sentence because here both are nakira. Okay, and this is an adjective, qalilatun, small, and it follows the noun in all four dimensions. But here you have to see that actually it is qalilun, okay, in masculine form. But since fi'atun was a feminine, why feminine? Because it has this ta, okay, circular ta. So we brought qalilatun instead of qalilun, right? So there you go. An-nafsul mutmainnatu. Hazwan will tell. Satisfied. Nafs is soul or self.
The soul is satisfied.
Is satisfied.
The satisfying soul. The satisfying soul.
The satisfying soul, because it's not a sentence, it is an adjective compound. And I don't need to go into the details, you know why. The next one. Who will tell? Okay.
The bright eye.
Right. The shining eye. That's right.
Okay, different one.
Yeah, different one. Yeah, every time you'll get a different one.
What is shine?
Lamiyatu. Actually, I said here, Lamiyun somewhere. It's shining or bright. And since Ain is feminine, and I told you that the parts of the body which come in pairs, they are feminine. Unreal feminine, but they are feminine. So, Ain, I is feminine. That's why we brought it as Lamiyatun instead of Lamiyun. Now, Muallimatani Mustahidatani. Who will tell? Han.
The two scholars.
Scholar? No, teachers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The two.
The two diligent
Mhm.
teachers.
The two. Okay. I give you one chance.
Two.
Any two, right?
Any two,
Yeah. Any two hardworking teachers. And again, this is compound. This is not a. You get small this time. Okay. Al-muallimuna mustahiduna. Whose turn is maybe sisters? Al-muallimuna mustahiduna.
Hardworking teachers. The hardworking teachers.
No.
So it's not
The teachers
are
are hardworking. Yes. So this is now a sentence. Why? Because this is ma'rifa, this is nakira. And see, in other things, it still follows because it is singular. It is It is nominative. It is nominative. It is plural. It is plural, and it is masculine. It is also masculine. Al-muallimuna mujtahiduna. The teachers are hardworking. Okay. Now, Azwan will tell about this. Al-muallimatanil mujtahidatani.
The two hardworking teachers.
The two hardworking teachers. Now it is not a sentence, it is an adjective compound. How about this, Azwan?
The punishment is painful.
The punishment is painful. Okay, I give you one more chance. Is it a sentence or a compound?
It's a compound.
It's a compound. Then why do you say is painful?
Painful compound. Painful.
No, sorry.
Punishment.
It's a painful compound. Yeah. Okay, painful punishment. I was going to write compound. Okay, painful punishment. Now, or the? Okay, that makes it correct. A painful punishment. And Hasrul, next one.
Oh, the group is small. The group is many.
Yeah, kathir means it's a big group. You know. Kathir is also used like in terms of quantity and number as well. So al-fi'atu kathiratun, that the group is big. It has many people in it. And since it's a feminine, we brought kathiratun instead of kathirun. Now next one is adubun mubinun, huh?
What does
Enemy.
enemy? Let's see. Any clear enemy.
Yeah, a clear enemy. Mubin is apparent, clear, okay? Now, al-muallimatani mujtahidatani, sister. Oh, so you think it's a compound?
The two female teachers are
Existing, yeah. Qalamani jamilani.
Some two beautiful things.
Okay. Two beautiful pens. Any two beautiful pens. Excellent. Now this is an adjective compound. This is a noun, and the adjective follows the noun in all four dimensions. Okay. So is it a good practice? Now, first thing is that you have to identify: is it a sentence or is it a compound, adjective compound? And how would you differentiate? In case of sentence, the subject is ma'rifa. Okay, it's either a proper noun or it's a definite noun. And the khabar, the predicate, is nakira, so it's indefinite. And that makes it a sentence. And in other three things, it follows the subject. Whereas in case of an adjective compound, first comes the noun and then comes the adjective, and it follows the noun in all four things. Okay, that's the difference. Got it? Now, we modified the rule for adjective compound by saying that if the noun is the plural of irrational noun, it's an irrational noun and is a plural, then we will bring female singular adjective. I wanted to say many beautiful pens. Okay? So many pens is aqlamun. And I have to bring singular feminine. So I said jamilatun. Otherwise, kalam is masculine. Okay? And the general rule said that this should follow the noun in all four things. But here it's the second part of the rule, that if the noun is an irrational noun and is a plural, we'll bring female singular as adjective. And actually this same rule, it has become a rule, and it will apply elsewhere also. So when we are talking about sentence, what we will do is, if we want to say the pens are beautiful. Okay? So we have to bring the pens first, because it's mubtada, and it has to be ma'rifa. So what will it be? Al-aqlamu. Now we have to bring the khabar, the predicate, which is that they are beautiful, and beautiful is jamilun. So we said that the khabar should be nakira. Okay, so that we know that it has to have the tanween if it's singular. What about other three things? We said in other three things it should follow the subject. But in this case, when the subject is a plural of irrational noun, we will bring female singular. Okay? So it has to be a feminine, a singular, and in and nakira. Okay? And common noun or indefinite, whatever you say. So that leaves only one dimension, and in that dimension it will follow it, and that is the case. So it is nominative, it will be nominative. So singular female jamilatun. Al-aqlamu jamilatun would mean the pens are beautiful. And if I say Aqlamun jamilatun, it will mean an adjective compound, and it would be any beautiful pens. Yes.
Is there a way in Arabic, this is different, but where you would have two definite, the mubtada would be definite, it would be, what's the word like?
Nakira?
No, and like, the boy is the king, or the, yeah, something.
Okay, yeah, that is also possible. Then what you do is,
You'd say like huwa.
Hua, yeah, but we will read it later because we haven't read the pronouns.
Okay.
But yes, it's possible.
Okay.
Then you say al-waladu huwa al-maliku.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. Generally it's like this. Okay. So what's the rule then? In case of a sentence, we'll first bring the mubtada, the subject, and then the predicate. The subject will be ma'rifa, either a proper noun or a definite noun, and the khabar, the predicate, would be nakira, which is indefinite noun. And then the predicate, the khabar, it will follow the subject, mubtada, in all other three dimensions, which are case, number, and gender. But if the subject, mubtada, is an irrational noun and is plural, then we'll bring feminine singular khabar. And it would be nakira, and then we will only be left with one thing, which is case, and in that dimension it will follow the mubtada. So that's the rule. Okay, simple. And now just exercise. The more we practice, the better we get. So if I want to say the hearts are satisfied, how will I translate it? Heart is qalbun. And the plural is qulubun. And satisfied is mutma'innun.
Al-qulubun mutma'innuna, or do you change that?
Right. So this is the hearts. Okay. Al-qulubu.
Al-qulubu, sorry. Al-qulubu.
Al-qulubu. Why? Because we have to bring marfa here.
Yeah.
Al-qulubu. Now khabar. But we first have to see what this is. Is it the plural of an irrational noun? And it is. Okay. So we have to bring feminine singular. So we'll make it feminine. Mutma'innatun. Okay, and this is singular. So we'll bring it here. We'll keep it indefinite and in the nominative case. So it will become al-qulubu mutma'innatun. Al-qulubu mutma'innatun. That the hearts are satisfied. Okay. The teachers, the two teachers are righteous. Righteous is salihun. And teacher, muallimatun. Actually, I should have said muallimun is teacher. Anyhow. So the two teachers, the two female teachers, sorry, are righteous. Excellent. Al-muallimatani. Al-muallimatani. Salihatani. Excellent. So it makes it a sentence that the two female teachers are righteous. Okay. Now, I think I should have, I should tell you this also. Alright, let's say Fatima and Zainab are sitting. Fatima and Zainab are sitting. Fatima and Zainab are sitting. Yes.
Fatima wa Zainab jalisani.
Alrighty, Fatima wa Zainab jalisani. Alrighty. So, is it correct? Jalisatani, excellent. Yeah, that was the mistake. Because we're talking about females,
Okay.
so we should bring the female. You see, the mubtada is dual. Now we're talking about two. So in case of number, we'll bring dual case, okay? Dual number. And these two are feminine, so we'll bring feminine form. Jalisatani. Okay.
If Zaid wa Fatima.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. And that was what I was going to say. The next is Umar and Usman are standing. Umar? Oh, one more thing. When you say Fatima, you will say Fatima too, okay? Because we're talking about the nominative case. Fatima too wa Zainabu jalisatani. Fatima and Zainab are sitting. Now we're saying Umar and Uthman are standing.
What is that? Standing.
Qa'idun. It's here. Qa'idun is sitting. Qa'imun. Should be simple.
Omar wa Uthman
Umaru
wa Uthman
wa Uthmanu
qa'iman
wa Uthmanu
qa'iman.
Qa'iman. Excellent. Now since we are talking about males, we will bring masculine form, and we're talking about two, so it will be dual. And these are in nominative case, this will be in the nominative case. These are ma'rifa, and this is nakira. So perfect sentence. Umaru wa Uthmanu qa'imani. Now what if they are mixed? So the idea is that if we are only talking about females, we'll bring female adjective or predicate or anything else. But if we are talking only about males, we'll bring masculine form. But if we are talking about both, we'll bring masculine form. So that's the idea. Okay. So if I have to say Fatima and Umar, writing in Arabic, but I should be writing in English. Fatima and Umar are sitting. Or maybe they are, let's say, truthful. Yeah, Fatima and Uthman are truthful. So what will be the sentence?
Fatima tu wa Uthmanu Sadiqani.
Yeah. Right. Fatimatu wa Uthmanu Sadiqani. Here we brought a masculine form because they are mixed. Okay? So that's the idea. Now I say the male teachers and the female teachers are sitting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jalisani.
Jali?
Jalisani.
Jalisani. No, oh, okay, let's write it. Al-Muallimuna. Al-Muallimuna wa al-Muallimatu Jalisani. Jalisuna, yes. Because now we are talking about plural, okay? And Jalisani is dual. So we have to bring plural, masculine, plural because they are mixed, okay? So al-muallimuna wal-muallimatu jalisuna. The male teachers and the female teachers are sitting. So should we keep practicing or move on to other stuff?
Do we have time?
Yeah? Yeah, we have time. So it's up to you. Take a vote.
I want to go.
Huh?
I want to go further.
Go further? What about you? Okay. Huh? Undecided? So 2 and you?
Go.
Go? Okay, 3 is majority. So. Alright. Now, more interesting stuff. Which is, now we have to make negative sentences. What we studied was simple or affirmative sentences. Can somebody tell me the rules one more time? Who will tell the rules for affirmative sentences that we have studied? First thing, the structure of the sentence.
Mubtada, khabar.
Right. So it has 2 parts: mubtada, the subject, and khabar, which is the predicate. That's the first thing about the structure. What about rule?
The mubtada and the khabar have to match in gender and number and
Case.
but they don't have to match in if they're definite or.
Actually, yeah. The better thing to say is that mubtada should be ma'rifa.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
And then-
Should be either proper noun or definite noun. And khabar should be nakira, indefinite noun. And in other 3 dimensions, as Brother Talib said, dimension, gender, number, and case. The khabar should be like mubtada, okay? But if the mubtada is an irrational noun and plural, then the khabar would be singular feminine. That was the rule. If you know this rule, you can make any sentence in the world, as long as you know the Arabic word. Okay. Now we're moving on to negative sentences. For example, I want to say the boy is not truthful. Let's first say the boy is truthful. What would be the sentence?
الرجال صادقون.
Al-waladu is boy. Rajul is a man, a grown-up man. Al-waladu sadiqun. Okay. Yeah, that's simple. Al-waladu sadiqun. The boy is truthful. Now we want to say the boy is not truthful. So how we shall say that? The first thing is that we will add either of the 2 words or letters, ma or laysa. Both are used to say no or not, actually not. So what you do is you add either of these 2 first, and then you add mubtada, and then you bring khabar, but in the objective case. So that is one way of saying that the boy is not truthful. What would be the sentence? Yes. Put this thing.
Laysa al-waladu.
Okay, let's do with Laysa. Laysa.
Laysa al-waladu
Laysa al-waladu
sadiqun.
sadiqan. It should be in objective case. Okay. So Laysa al-waladu sadiqan. Because we are negating the khabar, we are negating the news. Okay? So the emphasis is on the news, okay, that this is not right. That's why we changed it to objective case. Laysa al-waladu sadiqan, that he is not truthful. Okay? Rest everything is the same. All the rules that we studied for affirmative sentences that stay. The only addition is that we add ma or laysa at the beginning and we change the khabar to objective case. Laysa al-waladu sadiqan or mal waladu sadiqan, that the boy is not truthful. Now there is one more way to say the same thing, and that way is used more in Quran. It's more common in Quran, which is that you bring ma or laysa, you bring mubtada, and with khabar you add bi. Ba with a kasra plus khabar, and khabar is now in the possessive case. Okay. So what will it become?
Bal waladu bisadiqin.
Mal waladu bi sadiqin. Excellent. Or laysa al waladu bi sadiqin. Ghafil also means unaware, okay? Where was it? Heedless or unaware? Here. Heedless as well as unaware. So you must have read this sentence that Allah is not unaware. Allah is not unaware. So you must have read the Arabic sentence for this in Quran somewhere. Or if you haven't, doesn't matter, you can just translate. Allah is not unaware.
What is unaware? Ghafil. Ghafil.
How will you make it?
Laysa Allah bighafilin.
Okay, so one way is from this. Laysa Allahu bighafilin. Oh, actually, yeah, I should have mentioned that. In affirmative sentences, mubtada and khabar, because there is no reason, okay, so they should be in the default case, which is the nominative case. Okay, we said that in the beginning that this is the default case of a word. Okay, and unless there is a reason to change it to objective or possessive case, we'll keep it in the nominative case. And since in affirmative sentences there is no reason, so both should be in the nominative case. Okay. But here, since we are negating the khabar, so we change the khabar. Either we make it objective, or we add ba in the beginning and make it possessive. Okay. So here is laysa Allahu bi ghafilin. It should be still be nominative case. Okay. Mubtada should still be in the nominative case, but we just change the case of the khabar. Okay. And if we use this, it will become Wallahu bi ghafilin. And this is what I was talking about. Wallahu bi ghafilin amma ta'malun. It's used in the Quran quite a few times. Okay. Wallahu bi ghafilin. But you could also say laysa Allahu ghafilan, or mallahu bi ghafil. No, sorry. Mallahu ghafilan. Yeah. So all four are correct. It's up to you how you want to say it. Again, the rule is that bring ma or laysa in the beginning and change the khabar to either objective case or possessive case with ba in the beginning. Okay, B. So it will be, for example, this case, laysa al-waladu bi-sadiq. And there is one more thing also, that the use of laysa is a bit tricky. If you are talking about male, masculine, then bring laysa. If you are talking about female, then bring another form of it, which is laysat. Yeah. But we'll talk more about these forms and their uses later on when we study verb, because it is more like a verb in its structure. Okay. So what you can do for now is that if you are talking about masculines, use laysa, okay, or ma. And for feminine, if you can bring laysa, that's fine. If not, if you find it hard, just use ma. That's fine. Okay. So the lesson is not long. Is not long. Lesson is darsun and long is tawilun. So you should be able to make sentence. The lesson is not long. Which would be? Excellent. Laysa darsu tawilan. Laysa darsu. Actually, we can talk about more. There are 3 other ways to say, so maybe I can ask you guys to make another. Yeah?
Should we be okay? I was confused with the possessive.
Yeah. Yeah. So you make one with possessive.
Laysa darsu bi tawilin.
Laysa darsu bi tawilin. Excellent. If you're bringing possessive form, you have to bring be too. Okay, otherwise it's wrong. Or just bring the objective case. Okay, there are 2 other forms if you will.
Mad darsu tawilan.
Mad darsu tawilan. Okay, Han, one more.
Mal darsu bi tawilin.
Yeah, but it is ad darsu because it's shamsiya. So you will say mad darsu instead of ma al darsu. Mad darsu bi tawilin. Excellent. So the kids, the boys, are not standing.
Laysa al-waladu.
First, since we are like in the early stages, what you can do is first make the affirmative sentence and then transform that into negative sentence. So first make that the boys are standing. What will it be?
Al-waladu.
No. boys.
أولاد.
Yes.
الأولاد
Al-awladu.
قائمون.
Qa'imuna. Yes. Al-awladu qa'imuna. Now change it to negative. Then that way will be easier. For now. So what will it be?
ليس الأولاد قائمين.
ليس الأولاد قائمين. Okay. قائمين. Is it correct? قائمين. قائمين is
Oh, it's
the
for
dual.
It's for
It's for dual,
Yeah.
right? But we're talking about plural. The plural objective case is قائمين. Una, ina, right?
Yeah.
That's why we did so much practice. We spent a lot of time so that we don't spend time here, you know. We should know what that form is. So laysa al-awladu qa'imina. That's one way. Or you could say laysa al-awladu biqa'imina. Because again, the qa'imina for both objective and possessive case is the same. Una, ina. So you could either say qa'imina, which means that you are bringing objective case. But if you say biqa'imina, that would mean that you are bringing the possessive case. So both are correct. And you could also use ma with it. Okay.